Let me tell you something. I recently joined, I don't know how to name this, I don't know what to say to that. I recently joined a community, I guess, wellness club. It's a big gym, which also has a swimming pool. It also has a basketball court. It also has a, what do you say? How do you say that? Volleyball court. It also has a pickleball court, and it also has a, running track. Plus, it also has many other different small games like table tennis, all these other, small games. I recently joined it and I'm regretting that I didn't join this early enough. You know why is that? Because I want to be maxing out my sports. I want to be maxing out. This is the concept that I have. Let's suppose if I start playing basketball, like I started playing basketball 2 days ago, and I'm fucking bad at it. I couldn't even, put a ball in a fucking, what do you call that, ring? I couldn't even at the first, when I threw the ball for the first time, I couldn't even touch that ring. I was like, sometimes I was throwing it over the ring, sometimes my ball couldn't even reach the ring. But after like 500 or 600 throws, I'm putting sometimes, like I'm sometimes out of 10, I put like, one or two goals. I put like one or two, balls in the rings. And this is the concept that I have. I want to be maximizing my sports. If I start basketball right now and if I play it for 4 or 5 months and if I become an intermediate level, I'm not saying I will be like mastering it. I'm not saying I will become like Kobe Bryant at it. I won't be black though. But I'm not saying like I'll be like, playing at master level or I'll be like playing at NBA level. But if I even if I reach at intermediate or sometimes or like some kind of medium level, that that you're not a beginner at that sport. If I reach at that level at basketball, I will move on to a different sport. I It's very hard for me to explain this concept. All the people who get everything in their life, it could be looks, it could be girls, it could be money, it could be everything else very easily. Guess what? if you get your if you get all the attractive girls, if you get all the money at like 20 or 25, what else are you gonna do? To all the billionaires, guess what they do? They have all the money in the world. They can buy anything. They can buy all the yachts. They can buy all the products. They can buy all the cars. They can buy all the watches. Guess what? They don't have anything else to do. So what do? They transfer their mind to get that dopamine from bad habits. And bad habits, I'm not talking about, getting up late at the day, starting your day at late, eating junk food. No. I'm talking about sinful habits. Since I don't want to name anybody, but you know that island, right? That consisted of all the billionaires who had all the money in the world. They could be doing anything, but they have everything. They have everything, but they still have to conquer something. As a man or as a human as well, if you're not, building something, if you're just consuming, if you're not building something, you will not get that pleasure. If you don't have a purpose in your life, you will not get that pleasure. So this is the concept that I have. I will uh, start, you know, games. I will start playing sports. Start playing sports. Recently, I started chess, like 6 months ago, and I reached about 1500 elo. And after that, if you continue, there's a quote that I like: if you play chess well, that's a sign of a gentleman. But if you play chess very well, that's a sign of a wasted life. Because if you go to very competitive level, you have to be like throwing everything that you have to reach that level. And I don't want that. I just want to divert my mind from being empty, from being not having something to do, to being something productive, to learning skills, keeping my mind engaged. Because that's what human mind is. If you're not conquering something, if you're not building something, your mind will divert to bad habits or sinful habits, and you don't want that. This is what my channel is about. I tell people how to not fall into bad habits and start good habits, start good skills. And if you're on that journey, you may as well subscribe. I might give you a little tips about my journey as well. So if you have all these skills, if you have all these games that you can be good at, if you have all these, good skills, or if you have all the things that you don't have right now, start doing side questing. Start building up your skills. Start building up your resume. Start building up your physical portfolio. Because if you're not conquering something, you of course will be diverting your mind into bad and sinful habits. And that's going to be very bad for you. That's going to be very bad for the society. That's going to be very bad for your family. That's going to be very bad for your friends as well. That's going to be very bad for your life partner too. If you are not conquering something, if you're not building something, guess what? Your entire bloodline, your entire family has to suffer for that. Yes, I gave you an example right now. All the billionaires, all the people who are multimillionaires who can buy anything, they don't have any, they don't get anything from money. Me and you, right? We are not very rich people. So that's why that's our goal that, yeah, I want to reach to 5K a month. I want to reach to 10K a month. You're only thinking about money. And if you just think about money, once you get that money, you will not have anything else to do. I remember while I'm talking, I didn't have this in my mind. I didn't prepare about this in my script as well. I saw this anime, Vinland Saga, in which Thorfinn, that's a character for those who haven't, seen that anime. That's a character who dedicates his life to get revenge from a person who killed his father. He spends his entire life from year 5 to 6 to 20 or 25 to just get that revenge that someone killed his father. And once he wasn't even able to get the revenge because someone else killed the person that he wanted to kill. Once that person was killed, he was feeling very empty. You know why is that? Because he didn't have anything else in his mind. If you think about money, why am I telling you this? If you think about money all the time, once you reach that money, if you think about, I have to reach 10K a month, I have to reach like 20K a month all the time, let me tell you something. Let me give you a, future flash. Let me tell you about the future. Once you reach to 10K a month, not me, not somebody else, not your friends, but you, my friend, you will be feeling the most disappointed because you will think that now I have reached this, I'm making 10K a month. But I paid so much. I paid about my relationships. I paid from the time that I could be having healthy body, that are time that I could be having, that could have spent into building meaningful relationships. You will be feeling very empty. And that's going to be the most disappointing time of your life when you reach your own goal. If you think about that goal all the time, and if you don't have anything else going on, that's what I'm saying. Start side questing. There's also an ebook linked in my bio if you want to check that out. See you in the next one.